Your mitochondria can drown in calcium. Too much floods in, energy production crashes, and your cells start failing. Taurine is one of the most abundant amino acids in your body, and it has a very specific job at the mitochondrial level. Mitochondria are your cellular power plants. They take fuel, add oxygen, and pump out ATP, the energy currency your body runs on. Calcium acts like a conductor. In the right amounts, it speeds up the enzymes inside mitochondria that make ATP. But too much calcium? The whole system breaks down. The membrane gets damaged, ATP production stops, and the cell can die. This matters most in tissues that work constantly. Heart muscle and skeletal muscle are calcium-hungry, high-energy systems. Cells have to balance calcium perfectly. Let enough in to boost energy, but not so much that it becomes toxic. Taurine embeds itself in the mitochondrial membrane and acts like a gatekeeper for calcium flow. It binds directly to the phospholipids in the membrane. This stabilizes the structure and changes how calcium channels behave. Taurine modulates the mitochondrial calcium uniporter, the main channel that lets calcium into the mitochondria. Instead of flooding in all at once, calcium enters in controlled pulses, just enough to stimulate ATP production without causing damage. Taurine also helps prevent calcium overload during stress. When cells are under pressure, calcium levels spike dangerously. High calcium triggers oxidative stress. Basically, your mitochondria start rusting from the inside out. Taurine reduces this oxidative damage. It stabilizes the membrane so reactive oxygen species don't spiral out of control. Here's the interesting part. Taurine levels naturally drop with age, right when calcium handling starts to fail. Older mitochondria lose taurine, calcium regulation gets sloppy, and energy output declines. It's one reason muscle and heart function weaken over time. With taurine present, mitochondria run more efficiently. Same fuel input, better ATP output, less cellular damage. In heart muscle, this means stronger contractions and better endurance. Calcium signals stay crisp, contraction cycles stay tight. In skeletal muscle, it means better performance and faster recovery. Your muscles can work harder without calcium toxicity setting in. Without enough taurine, calcium overload damages the membrane, which makes calcium regulation worse, which causes more damage. Restoring taurine levels interrupts that cycle. The membrane stabilizes, channels work properly again, and mitochondrial health improves. Studies show taurine supplementation increases mitochondrial calcium buffering capacity in both heart and muscle tissue. Most research uses doses between 1 and 3 grams daily. That's significantly higher than what most people get from diet alone. Taurine is highest in seafood and meat. If you're vegetarian or vegan, you're making very little on your own. Timing doesn't seem to matter much. Taurine is water-soluble and clears quickly, but mitochondrial effects are long-lasting. Taurine works especially well alongside magnesium, which also regulates calcium channels. They support the same system from different angles. Taurine doesn't just flood your system with more calcium. It makes your mitochondria handle calcium smarter. More energy, less damage. That's how taurine protects your cellular power plants. Subscribe for supplement breakdowns every week. Real mechanisms, no hype.